guys, welcome back to my TikTok on my YouTube channel, depending on what you're watching this on. So, this is like the third time I've tried to film this. First two times it didn't go so well. But basically, this is part 2 of my record collection 2025. Now, I did have to make some adjustments with how I was doing this, but we're back on track, guys, so let's get into it. So the first group that we're going to dive into is the band that started it all, really, for me, One Direction. So I do have a pile here, as you can kind of see. Yeah, you can see that. This is their group albums, along with most of their solo albums. I'm missing one, and that is because I've not bought it yet. But anyway, we'll get into that. So let's start with the album that started it all. This is Up All Night. This is their first album that they did, and yeah, this is the Urban Outfitters exclusive. And I know what you're thinking, how on earth did I manage to get hold of this? Found this on eBay for around £45, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So this is what one of the absolute babies, look at that, guys. And we just have lyrics, you guys can see that? Yeah. And this is a green pressing. Kind of appropriate, really, for the vibe of the album. And do we have anything else in here? Yes, we do. We have the other sleeve. I'll just show you quickly what this one looks like. It's pretty much the same, except it has a group picture, and it just has the other lyrics. And it is again on, oops, green vinyl. And I know, before anyone comes for me, I do know I don't have inner sleeves, I don't have outer sleeves. Well, that is my plan for 2026. And when I do, let me move it so I can, there we go. When I do sleeve them, I'm going to make a video about it, so look forward to that in 2026. Moving on, we have One Direction's Take Me Home. Again, this is the Urban Outfitters exclusive, and I found this on eBay for, I think it were about £50 maybe, which, considering the price that these resell for now, is just absolutely insane. Excuse me. This is what the sleeve looks like. Again, absolute babies. And I thought we had lyrics, we don't. These are just the credits for the album. And this is clear, but it has wisps of white, if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, that's quite a good angle, actually. Yeah, you can really see that. So yeah, that is that one. This is the other sleeve. I'm not going to take this one out. And we just have the credits again. I'm not going to show this one because it's exactly the same as the other one. So yeah, that is Take Me Home. Now, as you probably heard some other fellow Directioners say, we do not have Midnight Memories pressed on vinyl. The only version of Midnight Memories that we have is the 7-inch, which go and check out part 1 if you want to see that. So we'll move on to their next album after Midnight Memories, which was 4. Now, this was one of the first ones I got. I actually bought this from Amazon. It's a great folder, I really like this one. And these are little sleeves for this. We have that picture, which I actually have this picture as a poster over there, which is kind of insane. And then we have this picture picture. Now I do know there's an Urban Outfitters pressing of this, however I do not have that. This one is just standard black. But that's okay, because I'm still incredibly grateful to say that I have all of One Direction's full group albums pressed on vinyl. So I think that's pretty good. As a die-hard 1D fan, I think that's, yeah. And then this is the other sleeve, so we have that picture. And we have that picture. And again, standard work. So yeah, and then moving on to the last album that they did as a group, which was Made in the AM. And I thought this was a gatefold. Actually not. But it is a 2 LP, so we'll just do this one first. I'm not sure which one's first, but we have that picture. And then we just have this picture along with the credits. And again, I bought this from Amazon, or in fact I might buy it, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Amazon. And this is just black. Oh my gosh, there we go. And then this is the other side, so we have the thanks to from the boys. Yep. And then we have this picture. And again, standard black. So that is that one. Yeah, I will say this as well. I'm not a variant collector, so that's why for both 4 and Made in the AM I do just have the one version, because realistically I don't need more than one version. So right, so that's it for the group ones. Now we're going to move into the solo ones, and we're going to start with Mr. Zayn Malik. Now I do know that Mind of Mine is not the only album pressed on vinyl. I do know that his newest album, Room Under the Stairs, was also pressed on vinyl. I just don't have it yet. But hopefully in 2026 I can fix that problem. So for now I just have this one, Mind of Mine, and of course his other 2 albums, Icarus Falls and Nobody Is Listening, he didn't press those on vinyl. So I don't have them because they don't exist. But anyway, this is Mind of Mine with the gatefold. And this is my vinyl in there. Oop. And it is a lime green. I actually really kind of like this. I think it looks really cool. Now I don't know if these sleeves are good for the vinyl. I'm guessing probably not. But it's what it came in, so it'll do for me for now. Till I can get around to buying inner and outer sleeves next year. Now, I could have sworn. Okay, yeah. I was like, it says it's a 4 LP, I could have sworn there was another one. Yep, here's the other one. I'm green. Yeah, I think these sleeves are okay, like they kind of match the vibe, but they're a bit boring. It's gonna feel weird though, honestly, because I'm not used to putting the sleeves in and out of the vinyl. That it's gonna feel a little weird having in and outer sleeves on my records, but it is a goal for 2026. So moving on, and this one is, if you're a 1D fan, this one is kind of surreal for me. We have LP1 by Liam. Yeah. It's just, I know people have mixed opinions on this one. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally loved it, and as a die-hard 1D fan, I'm gonna love everything that the boys do. I'm pretty sure that this pressing was a HMV exclusive. I'm like pretty sure it might have been a merch exclusive, but it's just clear vinyl. And the sleeve just has lyrics, I think. Yeah, lyrics on both sides. Yeah, this one is a little bit sad as a 1D fan. And if you're a 1D fan, you will know why. I'm not going to get into it. This is not the video for that. Now then, to go with that, I do also have from his merch store the picture disc. Now, I know, guys, do not come for me, okay? I know I'm not supposed to keep them in the PVC sleeves. However, I do not spin my picture discs. I do not play them. So, like, I will still protect them next year. But for now, they're perfectly fine in here. Like, I have taken it out. It doesn't have any marks on it. As far as I know, it still plays fine. So, don't come for me, because I know. Prove it to you. We'll even okay, so that's one side, and then the other side. As you can see, no marks, and these actually resell for quite a bit of money, which I would think, given what happened, actually kind of makes sense, especially for particularly for 1D fans that love all the boys. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Alright, there we go. Just needed a minute to get that back in. Right, so that was Liam's. Moving on, we have Flicker. I forgot what this was called, by Niall Horan. Absolutely love this album. This was, yeah, and I love this gatefold as well. He's so cute. And Niall, if you didn't know, is my favourite member of 1D. So, yeah, I mean, I love all the boys, obviously. I will just put that out there. I do love them all. This is the insert. I forgot what it was called for a second. And I got this from HMV, and this is just standard black, or I might have bought it on Amazon, I can't really remember. It's been so long since I bought this, like. I thought the other bit opened, but it doesn't. It's Flicker by Niall. And then we move on to Heartbreak Weather by Niall Horan. This one is not a gatefold. And I only need to pull out the inner sleeve. This one, I'm like 90% sure I bought this from HMV. Actually, I really love this. It's kind of like the colour of his eyes. It's blue. It's really nice. Love that one. Yeah. And then to go along with that, Heartbreak Weather was recently, I think it was I think it turned 5. Hang on, what year did this come out? 2020, yeah. So Heartbreak Weather turned 5 this year, so to celebrate that, Niall released a anniversary pressing, and I have my mum to thank for this. She bought this for me, so yep. And I love this so much. I love the detail that he went into for this. But the pressing, guys. Guys, you're not ready for this. This is the insert, by the way. Really nice pictures. Look at that, guys. Like, seriously. Just, yeah. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. If you know, you know. And I've just put that in upside down. Okay, let me just put that in the right way around. I'm not concentrating clearly, guys. There we go. That's better. Right, moving on. We then have The Show by Niall, and yes, again, I know there is The Show live on tour from his merch site. I don't have that one yet. I also don't have The Show from Madison Square Garden. Don't have that one yet, but I do plan to. I also don't have The Show Encore. Yeah. So I think, was this the one that came with the? I don't think it was. Yes, it was. I can't remember if this was one that came with the handwritten thing, and the one that I got was Meltdown, which if you saw my if you saw part 1, you'll know I have Meltdown as a picture disc, so that's kind of like, yeah, it also comes with a poster. I don't really know why I took that out. I also know that he did The Show Encore, the red and gold. I don't have that one yet either, but I do have the original one, and this is stuck, apparently. I don't know why it's sticking, but it is. There we go. It's just a pale blue. It's a lighter shade than Heartbreak Weather. And I cannot remember where I got this from. I want to say it was his merch site. It could have been Amazon. It could have been HMB. It's been so long, guys. I don't know. Okay, don't come for me. But this one just has the credits on both sides on the sleeves. And yeah, that is all for Mr. Niall Horan. So, we'll move on to the next one. We have Louis Tomlinson. So this is his first album, Walls. And I actually remember when this was announced. I was so excited for this. This is just on standard black. And I love the pictures up there. And we just have lyrics on the other side. And I know that he did a live album. I don't have that yet. However, I won't say this, HMV have recently put it up for pre-order to come out in January. So I do have that pre-ordered, and I am so excited to have that one. So then to go along with that, from his merch site, he released this picture disc, which apparently this one, I know there was the HMV one, unfortunately I did miss out on that one, but apparently this one is selling for quite a bit of money, so I really like this. It's just the stripes with his number on, 28. I just think that's really cool. Really, really glad I have that. Then we have his most recent album. I'm not going to say newest because he does have one coming out next month, so very excited for that. But this is Faith in the Future. That's it. I couldn't remember what it was called. This is, I actually really like this. It's like that on one side and that on the other. And I do remember buying this from HMV, but this was also an indie exclusive in America, I think. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh. So cool. Just so cool. Yep. And then to go along with that, also from his merch shop when this went live, we have the Faith in the Future picture disc. Yeah, I'm aware it's a little bit bent, but the actual vinyl itself is fine. I really, really like this. Have you seen how big that hype stick is? Like, oh my gosh. And it is the same picture on both sides. But yeah, again, I got this off of his merch shop. I remember where I got those from because I got the bundle of cassettes for both roughly at the same time, so. Okay, I'm moving on. Last but certainly not least, Mr. Harry Styles. So this is his self-titled album with the gatefold gatefold. This is not the pink or the white one. They're far too expensive for me, so I settled for, I'm pretty sure you can guess what I settled for because, like I said, I don't variant collect, so I just have the standard black, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Honestly, I'm just happy to have all of the 1D albums, solo or group or solo. I'm just happy to have them on physical media, so don't come for me. Okay, moving on, we have his second album, Fine Line. This one is really heavy and I cannot work out why. Look, this gatefold. Just have quite a lot of stuff in there. Right, I'm only going to show one because this album has quite a bit in. This is, and I remember I bought this from HMV and I didn't realise just how rare this was. This is the Coke Bottle Clear, guys. Now if you saw my most expensive, top 10 most expensive vinyl video, which I will also link down below, this one is one of the most expensive in my collection, which is kind of mad, honestly. Like, mad. Okay, we're nearly done for 1D. We then have his newest album, Harry's House. Again, another gatefold. He likes his gatefolds, does Harry Styles. Interesting. And this one was a HMV exclusive. This might have also been a pop-up exclusive. In fact, I think it was. This is just the orange pressing. So yeah. And then to go along with that, we also have, and I bought this off his merch site, a Harry's House picture disc. And this is in a other sleeve, as you can see. So I really like this. I think this was a really cool thing that Harry did. So it's a shame we didn't get a picture disc for his other two albums. Right, that is it for 1D. I'm gonna go put these back. I'm gonna be right back with the next pile. I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye bye. Right, so I'm back. We have, you can't see them. There you go. Oh, you can't see them, but they are here. We have the next pile for the next group, which is another band that I really loved, and I still do. I still love them. It is 5 Seconds of Summer, and we are starting with Self-Titled. And yes, I'm one of the lucky ones that has this picture disc. Oh my god. Literally, I found this one for such a good deal. £50 on eBay. I know. Literally. It still amazes me that this resells for like £500. Like, what? Like, why? Why? Anyway, that is the Self-Titled picture disc. I will show you the other side. I think this is really cool that they did this, and this was a Record Store Day Black Friday from 2014. I did not buy this in 2014. I bought this like maybe 2020, 2019, somewhere around there. I can't remember. I do just know that I found it and it was too good of an opportunity to pass up, considering Amazon at the time was selling it for like £200, and it was just like, no. Then to go along with that, they recently released the 10th anniversary, so of course we have it on picture disc. So this is the 10th anniversary one, so I'll just hold them side by side. So this is the original one, this is the 10th anniversary one. And I got this recently. I did not get this when it came out towards the end of last year. I got this recently because HMV had a vinyl sale, 3 for £66. So I got this one along with two others, which you'll see them in a second. Well, you'll see one of them in a second. And then the back looks like. I'm so happy that they did this, especially for the people that weren't able to get the original one and also can't get the original one because it's too much money. I just think it's a really good thing that they did for the fans. So yeah. Then they also did this version for the 10th anniversary, and as you can see, I did keep the hype sticker. I didn't think I'd be able to, but it does say on there, if you can see that. It does say there, 10th anniversary red vinyl. So this was one of the other ones that I got during the HMV offer because I'm a weirdo and I wanted both. So it's just red vinyl. Well, I'm not a weirdo. I'm a fan. I'm a fangirl, what can I say? And I'm not one to... I know I say I don't variant collect, but if there is a normal vinyl and a picture disc, I'm gonna get both. So, that's the story there. That is it for self-titled. Then we move on to their next album, which was Sounds Good, Feels Good. Now this one is really special to me because this was my first ever vinyl that I'd got. Well, my first ever 12-inch. The first one I ever got was Midnight Memories, the picture disc. Yeah, I bought this with some money that my granddad had given me from HMV. I just saw it and I had to have it. And it's just standard black. So yeah, this is the vinyl that started it all, guys. Which is kind of insane, honestly, looking back and looking at how many I have now. It's mad. And then we have their next album, Youngblood. I remember buying this from HMV like the day it came out. I remember going and being so excited because Vsauce had a new album coming out. This one, I'm pretty sure it's a HMV exclusive and it's just blue, which kind of suits the... See, I'm not one of these that like really cares if the pressing matches the vibe of the album, which I guess the blue does match because we have blue just there. That is Youngblood. Then we have Calm, which it took me a while till I got the cassettes to realise that it was Callum Ashton Blue. Like, it was the initials that spelled Calm. I was like, for ages after, I was thinking like, why does it spell Calm? And then I realised, and then it clicked. And this is the HMV exclusive. This is pink, which I really like. This, I think this really suits the aesthetic. And I am aware, I don't need anyone telling me, I am aware that the sleeve ripped. I know. Like I say, guys, I'm going to sort it next year. It's just not going to be in the plans for before the end of the year. So let's just say that. Oh my god, why will this not go back in? Why will this not go back in? Literally, what am I doing wrong? There we go. Then to go along with that, Vsauce released some picture discs of the members. I only got 2 of them. This is Luke's version. This looks like that. They had, I was just lucky enough to get 2 of them. I did try to get Callum and Michael's, but I was not able to. Oh, I have Ashton's, and yes, he is a bit slanted, but it's fine. Picture on the back is the same. Yeah, I bought those 2 off of their merch site, and that was during the pandemic. And then we have the Meet You There Live album. This was on their merch site for a very short period of time. I don't know exactly how long it was on there for. I just know it wasn't on there for very long. This is standard black. And I also know that, again, this one does resell for quite a bit of money. but I have no plans to resell it because it is part of my collection. And then we have 5 Sauce 5, which is a gatefold, which I love. Now I do not have the deluxe one for this yet, but I am glad that this one, I did have to check that this was not the white press, because if it was the white pressing then I wasn't going to get the deluxe one because I didn't want two the same, but this is not. This is the, oh my gosh, Coke bottle clear one is how it was described on Discogs. This was also a HMB exclusive, which I was very excited to have in my collection. So yeah, and then for the group of 5 Sauce, we have their newest album, which literally just came out like a month ago maybe. We have Everyone's a Star. I love this. I love the pressing even more, guys. Like, I don't know how I'm going to show this on camera. It is pink, and you can't even see that it's glitter, but it is the pink glitter pressing. I wonder, I hold it, I don't actually know how I'm going to do this. I feel like you can kind of see that. Oh, there you go, you can see a bit of the spark. There you go. Yeah, it is the pink glitter, and this is just the standard pressing that is everywhere. I was tempted to get the HMB one, but I'm glad now that I didn't. However, I do know that they have the alternate cover up on their merch site for next month, so when I get around to it, I'm going to pre-order that. I'm also going to get the picture disc for this album. So that is it for the group 5 Sauce. We are now going to move into the solo projects. We are starting with Ashton with Super Bloom. This was a huge shock for me. Like, I just remember going on social media and just seeing that he'd announced an album, and I was like, what? Like, what is going on? I remember buying this from his merch shop as well. This green colour. I don't know if it's Coke bottle clear, I just know it's green. Can't actually remember what it said on Discogs. Also love the inner sleeve with all the little doodles on there. That is it for Ashton. Well, it's not. We then have the live one that he did. Super Bloom, a live experience. Again, I'm pretty sure this was on his, yeah it was, this was on his merch site. Again for right, sorry about that guys. Where were we? Yes. Super Bloom live experience. This was on Ashton's merch shop. I'm pretty sure that's where I got this from. I'll have to check my Discogs. And this is a red pressing. I do know that there was, I think it was an orange version, which I don't know, I might be confusing things, but yeah, and up until recently, it was just these two, because he did put out another album, which I didn't get until this year, and this was one of my biggest ISOs, Blood on the Drums. Oh my gosh, I still cannot believe that I have this in my hands. He put this out last year and I was not able to get it, which I couldn't find it anywhere resale, like nowhere was selling it. Discogs wasn't, eBay wasn't, nowhere. I'll start that again. He put this up again earlier this year because it was a 1 year anniversary, and I was lucky enough to be able to get it, and oh my gosh, like, oh, literally, this is one of my biggest ISOs, guys. This was just, yeah. That's it for Ashton. Now moving on. Luke Hemmings. I'm facing the things we turn away from. This is his debut solo thing, and I do know he has an EP out on vinyl. I just don't have it yet. I know, guys, don't come for me. This is blue. I'm like 90% sure that I bought this from HMV, but I could be completely wrong. And then up until this year we only had Luke and Ashton solo projects. However, this year we got Order Chaos Order by Callum Hood, and I bought this from HMV. This is just the red pressing. You can tell it's newer because it kind of gets stuck in the sleeve. No, I feel like it doesn't want to go back in. There we go. And I was able to keep the sticker on without having to take it off. I just went like that. And then we also got, if you know, you know, we got Side Quest by Michael Clifford. Again, I bought this from HMV. I remember buying it and I was so excited, especially with this pressing. This was listed as a Red Galaxy pressing. Like, I feel like the camera's not going to do it justice. Like, it's not, but it's just cool. I don't know how else to explain it other than it's cool. Right, I might have to end this video here, guys, and I might have to do a part 3 for the rest of my vinyls. So if I don't come back, thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 3. Thank you, guys. Bye.